two, one, 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 two. I just presume there is voice coming out. Ah, bado umetoa simu yangu. Babe, nimekumbuka tumetoa simu yangu. Ai, na hiyo simu nikusema ati bado hajafika 20%. Au acha kuitumia basi at least ifike pa. One, two, one, two. Sorry guys for taking that long in in setting up, and I want to believe as per now you are able to hear me. It's been long since we had a market analysis session with guys here. I think it's almost a year or something. Not a year, more almost 8 months and above. That's when we had our last, live stream. But it's no one. We are here on a Monday, 16th March 2026, for yet another, uh, you know, educative market analysis uh, content. Now, the week has just started, and the first thing is to check the market. Of course, I've checked the calendar. The day is not bad. The day is not bad, but let's just go through together and see perhaps how the week, looks like. Let's see how the week looks like. But the day is not bad. I've seen we have some news on card uh, from about 3:30 today. Yeah, we have CPI for card, something we just need to take note of. Then from there, when you go to Tuesday, AUD, of course, AUD statement, not bad. Uh, FOMC, FOMC Wednesday, something to look at. The week is not that bad. It's just okay. This red folder, they're not quite, how do I put it? They are not strong per se, but it's important starting your day or your week, actually your week, you check on the news that are there or what's happening. You have a timetable to news, so it's okay. Now let's go to our chart. And first thing first, most of my pairs here correlate to the USD. So it's important to know the position of USD, what USD is doing. And the best way to know that, of course, is an index called DXY, or the US index. So we'll start looking at this chart and try to understand what is happening. Now, I've been watching some of the analysis that people are doing, and sometimes I say, I laugh at myself. But no way, regardless, that's what we are. Depends. If it's working for you, that's okay. Now, there is something I want to address. I've seen people that every time you start analyzing from a higher time frame, that's what become like almost a song. But the higher time frame can start only, let's say, when you are doing it from Monday. The rest of the week, you had an already weekly bias. So you should be flowing with that weekly bias. So let me clear everything here. And I'm going to Nini. Then again, I'm having some fights with people who are saying that stick to one strategy. No, you're not a robot. You cannot stick to one strategy. You're not a robot. These are truths no one will tell you. You're not a robot. Okay? You are just market keep on adjusting. And also you as a trader, you keep on yes, it's the same strategy, but you keep on improving onto your strategy. So if you've been trading one strategy for more than a year, then I try, I'm I'm stuck figuring who you are because you're not a robot. People always adjust, okay? So you can always be improving on your strategy, adjusting where it's not working properly, making it better and better over time. Having said that, let's go to our market. What are we looking at? Look just to hand liquidity. Now, if you look at this particular market, nowadays I trade almost 70% price action and a few bit of ICT. Now, let's see. If you look at this market, this is the DXY on the weekly time frame, and this is the highest I'd ever go. Clearly can see there was a liquidity sweep over here, right? There was a liquidity sweep over there. Whenever there's a leg that I look at the leg that broke the liquidity, or sorry, the leg that swept the liquidity, and this is the leg that came to sweep this liquidity. So I'm waiting for an acceptance above the zone. I see this was actually it was quite a strong zone. So I'm waiting for an acceptance above this particular zone here. We're waiting for an acceptance. Acceptance simply means price to close above the zone. Now, when there's an acceptance above the zone, what are we going to target? We target the next liquidity level. In this case, it's just above here. These are very good distance, by the way. Ask me, right? Whenever there's an acceptance above that particular eye, of course, the next liquidity to be targeted, it is this liquidity above this small eye over here. We together, guys? Don't lose me. Now, what's happening here? Because this price was coming here, there are some, of course, imbalances that were left. That price, after accepting above this high of which you are anticipating, we have an anticipation that the price would come to accept above this high before collecting that particular liquidity over there. But we are keen to see what's going to happen. If price, as you can see right now, it's like it's facing some rejections over this case. So over the few days, we may see some a little bit of rejections before dropping high. And interest zone, I'm interested in this demand zone over here, right? Let me put it over a bit or see properly. And again, another way you can view this market is um, this was an internal breakout structure, then an internal market structure shift over here, and we've been waiting for the market perhaps to do a retest. Been waiting for the market, to do a retest. To do a test to this particular zone here for pushing. This is from the weekly perspective. When you come to the daily perspective, everything I've been talking about here and the zones are well mapped. It's clear. Because everything I'm talking about is very clear. And if you start from this particular low here, which happened sometime last year, long time ago, we've been having a bullish run to the zone, right? And this was the last breakout structure talk about it in this bullish run. Let me make you see. Let's like this and continue slide. This was the last bullish breakout structure, as we call it that one. Then from that, we had a change of character crossing to this case here. Change of character, MSS, market structure shift. From there, we had a breakout structure. You see that? Is it like that? Breakout structure to the downside now. And when price closed above it, it gave us another market structure shift now, a bullish market structure shift. Markets now shifting to the bullish side. We put here market structure shift to the upside, and I might consider this. See, this cycle runs that from all the way. See, this was the last demand which has been mitigated here by these candles here, creating a big demand over here. This is this big demand. If like the last bearish candle here, this was a big demand. Again, it has been tapped, leaving with this as with this zone as our viable zone to take our trade from there. And this one here becomes more of our inducement, but a place where you can temporarily want price to our liquidity point. Means is a liquidity. Let me put there liquidity like that. So what are we expecting in this particular market? This market expected to drop to this level, and this tells you that for the euro USD already, we are expecting to take some buys because they are positively, sorry, they are negatively correlated. So this market actually we expect to come to this zone right now. That's the anticipation to come to that particular zone before doing any other thing. Are you together? Are you together? Of course, we're acting as a liquidity point, but of course can drop to this one before looking for some buys. All right. So it's anticipating that drop, and the confluence of this sell is what we are seeing here. Of course, we have this zone over here, zone over here, another high zone here. So if I mark with you the way I normally mark, number and two, that was a rejection over here. We had another rejection over here. We had another rejection over here, like that. And now, when you come here, we have another one here, like that. Now, although price has closed above, but this was a real time frame, and it's already coming down. So and almost 10 hours now into the day. Yeah, 10 hours. There's a rejection to that particular zone, but it's giving us an assurance that the price might now want to break the zone. Of course, after this market structure, price might break the zone to target the next liquidity point above there. But before that, we're going to have some retracement, of which you can take right in and swing some profits. As simple as that. Now, I don't need to go to the to the daily, to the weekly time frame on the Euro XD, because I'm going to have exactly something like this. Let us see with you. But on the opposite side. Okay, let me just tell you. Okay, let me take you to the weekly so that usishangae tunafanya nini, right? On the weekly, tell me what you are seeing. We had a sweep of this point here. We had a very beautiful sweep. Whenever there's a sweep, what comes into your mind? What comes into your mind whenever there's a sweep? Hmm. There is a change actually of character. So in that positioning, you can mark this as a market structure shift, contrasting with what we have here. Let me show you what we have here. The other side. So the sweep above, and then there's a level that price was currently resisting to go up, to go up. Here, that particular level, yeah. When you come here, this is the same level. Where our price is. But on the other side now, to go down. Are you seeing a flip of the coin? What's our next? Price has broken that level. That means price and it closed below here. So might be looking forward to this next liquidity level. Let me see. Let us see. Normal target about 50 pips. Yeah, pips. But before that, let's go to the day. It's just simple. Price broke that level. You might be some level might want to retest, but let us see what's happening on the daily. Right, like that. So if you look over here again from about this day, so this beautiful downtrend. Uh, we mark this mark from here. We had a breakout structure, the downside, uh, breakout structure. Then which leg broke the structure? We had a market structure shift, market structure shift happening over there. Then we have another breakout structure to the upside. You don't have to overcomplicate your market, rather. Just make it simple. Make it simple. And it will make sense. All right? You see that? Now, after that, with the market structure shift now to the downside and price broke it. Mm. Are you seeing that? Like that. So what do you expect here? We're expecting some buys, and of course, some regions we're targeting are regions of inefficiency like this. These are regions that we are highly targeting with our buys. Mm. So want to see price. If price comes to take out this liquidity that's over here, this particular region, I may normally just target the liquidity point. So my liquidity is somewhere like there. I know the region is there, but my liquidity is going to be there. So if you mark this clearly, you mark it clearly. How many pips are we targeting over here? We get an entry to like 103 pips or 242. Whoa. So can get first one 80 pips as we continue like that. And because these are tradable pairs, a pair that we currently trade after you achieve happen, and now go to 4 hour time frame and now try to look to see if you can get an entry there. One thing I'd like to do is I like to restrict some of these analysis, including this one to this current interval and above. we put the not current interval at above. Also this one, current interval and above, so that my work does not appear messy when I go lower like this. When I go here, it disappears. But when I come back, it's there. I'm able to see what I was looking at the previous market. So in this case, when the 4-hour time frame, uh, 4-hour time frame, we had our market. Our market is here in the 4-hour time frame, and we're looking just for some reversal. Right now, I'm deeply into looking for a reversal to collect something, to collect some few pips over here. So 4 does not give me something. Go to 30 minutes. Now 30 minutes is over. Okay, let me start with 1 hour. 1 hour is here. So currently the market is looking pretty good. I'm not sure if it's going to give us an reversal because I cannot clearly see any sign of inefficiency or what. But if you look at this particular pattern here, let's see. Could it be an inverted shoulder belt? You can see this one failed to close above here. Failed. So if it comes above this zone here, and just wait for a test, and then you can take few trades targeting something there. So this is what I'm going to closely be looking at in that regard. In that regard, because price right now is that's where actually we are looking at. All right. Or we will come at midnight and find the price closed back to this particular range. Again, might be a very good confirmation for us to enter for the buy. That's how you get position from higher time frames. Let's look at card one. From the weekly time frame, card JPY. Um, and of course, I've always said that I always do refine my trading. I don't stick to one thing like a robot. All right. So the number of things I normally look at, I normally look at in the market to inform my trading, idea. All right. So this is the weekly time frame, and here I'm not able to see something so much tangible because this is the last breakout structure as far as I'm concerned, right? And if I look at what happened, yeah, we are in an uptrend from the weekly perspective, right? Because you cannot make that uh, analogy when you're making intraday kind of trades. So the weekly breakout structure, and we had this low over here. This low, which actually has been price came to the low, and now we are kind of going up. Uh, this actually has been our target liquidity. We are targeting this particular zone over here. That's the zone that we are actually targeting. How many pips? 106 pips on bad. Nothing's happening. Nothing much is happening. Okay, if you're asking, but we have a series of uptrend moves that have been shaky, but okay, no problem. When you come to the daily, the pattern becomes kind of consistent of the move. If you check me the move is there, a consistent move. A move is there, a consistent move. We're trying to go right, yeah. Something was happening over this zone. It's much, I know one say me I blend, so sometimes I look at the price action. So here I'm going to go straight to the price action. Something was happening over this zone. Are you seeing that? This zone, for a couple of days, it was acting like a resistance zone, and price really struggled to break above the zone. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit for you to see. Are you seeing? Price approached this zone uh, like this, struggled, and finally broke. But anytime price break zones like this one, from my experience of trading, we normally have a possible retest. That's what normally happens. Retest. So I have this low over here. We'll look at it. All right. Price might be looking for to test that. Then you go to 4 hour time frame. These are very shaky price action. Very shaky. No, where has it gone? I did not say you disappear, brother. I need you, man. When you need to see the no. Hi. So from the forward time frame, we are seeing more of a unlikeliness to continue going up, if I may use that word, because of the double top. So then now to see when you come to the neckline, you can come to have that further, then you can drop to that case. I think here it is more of waiting. And always give us whatever we're looking for. But let us see if we can get some short sales on here. We had a sweep over here, acceptance, test, break of structure over there. And finally, we have this market structure shift over here. Then I'll call this internal market structure shift. Then time zone happens. We're looking at okay, let me show you something. Assuming it's such from here, uh, we had that, we had that. I think we had something that not clearly. Let's just say when all these which are acting as inducements, with that high that has been okay. This will be actually be our supply over here, but has been taken by this candle. I have to put something over here. Not taken out of this level. Yeah, to that level. So in taking a trade, if price can push a little bit, you can expect something like that. That's my view on this one. Not sure, but I view on that. Or also you have a demands on poverty. A small one here. This one when you talk aggressive can take or trade from either this one or this one. Then it's working. So can but actually I think this one would work. There's high chances this one would work. Maybe buy chances are very high. I'm rooting for this. Chances are very high this will work. Chances are very high. I'm giving you brother. Upper 20 full margin. Right? Enough for money. And because I'm having a character of missing interest, one day I'm doing from there I'm dealing with limit orders. Now we put this trade. We put this trade. Eh? No ya kuunga uone. Kwa migongo hapa nimekaa kwa kiti. Sipo kwa kiti na yeye. Mm. Sasa bas. Itapona. Ah,